Your Honor and Your Honor.
All right, a very good morning to you. This is Your World, and that is just a little bit of a snippet of what's going to happen on today's show, and that is on the state of performing arts in the social media era. And of course, we have the crew, and if you ask me, this is like the funniest group in the country, if I must say so myself, and I'm just being nice because they're here, and there are many, and you know how they usually say it's like, much against all of them. No, but seriously though, they're really, really hilarious, and they're here today to just help us really understand, the world of art, and in this sense, performing art. All right. And in Kenya, are we embracing it? Are we not? And then with social media and, all those videos on demand, has it impacted, performance art, and of course, in this case, theater? All right, has it or has it not? And how do we harness the power of social media to ensure that, again, performing, or is it performing or performance, both, right? Still get the audience that they need. And this is as far as embracing performing art. So that is what we'll be talking about today. And like I said, Cronny Productions cast is here on set today. Hilarious group. So asanteni sana for coming this morning. I just want to say happy anniversary in advance.
Yes.
Right? And you guys were here, right?
Keki.
We still have a cake. We still have a cake.
We still have a cake. After here, we'll still. We need to celebrate 1 year down the line. How has it been?
It's been marvelous.
Yes.
It's been. I'm looking for the right word. Yes, it's been tantamount. It's been tantamount. Sumptuous.
Sumptuous. I can't deal. It's very difficult to keep a straight face with those guys, right? So we have Cyprian Osoro, Sumona tu kwa TV.
The man famous.
Right?
I can't handle it.
You can't help it, eh? I'm tempted to say Mia Mono. It's so good to have you on set, Karibu sana.
Thank you.
And of course, we'll also have Dennis Ndenga. And if you watch their videos, you know this guy. Ameshanisha shati, I'm told.
Sorry?
Ameshanisha shati.
Yes. Specifically for this show.
Right?
That's how, I carry you.
And the phone was under strict instructions.
Instructions.
In fact, amelala kwangu.
And you understand the assignment.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. And of course, we also have Marion Wambui. We've never met. Karibu sana. You look lovely this morning. And of course, we'll also have Nick Kwach. This morning. It's so good to see you. Karibu sana. And of course, we also have one person, Victor Nyata, right?
Nyara.
Huh?
Nyara.
Okay, naniambia different things.
Nyara. You have to.
Let me tell you. He's somewhere in the building. He's just somewhere in here, doing all the things that he's doing. But it's so good to have you guys this morning. A lot, that is happening. But of course, a lot will be happening next week, and we'll be talking about it. You have been nominated.
Yes.
I mean, look at you guys, just winning here and there. But it's all good. It's all good. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
First of all, that nomination means a lot to me and to us as a group, because theater is something I'm very passionate about and have done for quite a while. And first, I just realized today that it's exactly 1 year since the last time we were here.
Yes. Right?
Last time I was here.
Yeah. So like happy anniversary to both of us, because I was very new as well.
Yes.
And we had a great time. I mean, we had a great time, during the show. So it's good to see progress, and it's good to see how you guys have grown, to where you are right now. So let's just start with first things first. The sector, that is the art in the country. I know most of us, when we talk about art, we think about, other things. Theater, well, tunaendanga at some point, sometimes 20 sana. How would you say art has evolved, and especially here in the country? Let me start with you, sir.
Thank you, very important for this opportunity. No, by the way, just be careful, how you talk to me, because right now, any kissy man you talk to, neza pata ni material.
Right?
Yeah. There must be something.
There must be something.
Well, by bad luck, kwetu hakuna mtu alipata hiyo kitu tulipata ni Yeah, but anyway, So now about arts, it's been a journey, and you know, it's now very different. In fact, compared with the yesteryears before COVID, when COVID came, it disrupted kila kitu. But now we are trying to pick up the pieces. It's a slow, you know, it's a slow picking up culture. It's generally it's low when it comes to, you know, theater going. Just like the cinemas utapata during the weekdays, zero
Nobody's
to
there.
nobody.
True.
But weekend ndio kuna a few people. So it's almost the same thing that reflects pale kwenye theater. But we thank God, thanks to Cronny, at least sasa tu kumeamkwa. Mambo inachemuka pale theater. People now are starting to appreciate, you know, wausikia tu, but you will find somebody, a mother tagging along a daughter, a father tagging along a son. So it's becoming, you know, a culture whereby now people know for sure wakienda huko, they'll have fun, and at the same time they'll learn something, because it's not about just fun. You also get to learn something, you know, social issues, family, politics, everything pale kwenye theater.
And telling our stories as well,
Exactly.
the way it should be. I mean, I was reading some guy's story yesterday, and they were saying, I mean, over time, it doesn't matter how much or how far we've come as far as art is concerned, but still some people don't take it seriously. You know, it's not taught even in schools, like in primary schools and high schools. We get to see this in universities where mtu ana major in, you know, art, but in the formative years, this is not happening. So every time akienda nyumbani wanamuuliza, wewe bado unachezanga, you know, bado unachezanga.
I usually tell most of us that ndio ujue how hard this thing is. Try to explain what you're doing in vernacular.
Okay.
Try to explain to your grandmother what you do in Nairobi without making it sound like cheza tu.
And also, you know, Kwach, it's one of those careers where we find like what we're chukuli too serious. You are in a family gathering. Hebu tuchekeshe. And it's so rare to find a doctor akiambiwa hebu tudunge. You know? Ama mtu anaunda vitanda.
It's always very unfortunate ukiwa na carpenter anatengeneza jeneza, because now it's even worse.
Okay, quite. About that.
No.
You know, don't talk about this thing. And all those things.
No, but also,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but also the other thing I wanted to say is, just picking up from Osoro's cue, is that since COVID and now after it, I think there was a complete revolution in the arts.
That's true.
Because people then realized that there has to be alternative ways of doing things except for the physical meeting thing we do in theater.
Day-to-day,
Even theater is evolving. Even theater itself is now becoming more and more. As we encourage the live performances, we are also integrating other means of having the audience. Because so far, like now we are working on our website, and one of the reasons why we are doing that is because a lot of people who come to watch our shows, some of them, it gets to a point where the show is there, but they physically cannot be able to get to the auditorium. Okay. And you know, you can't stream the show live and things like that.
I mean,
so
the point is to have people there, not having them streaming and you know, and watching from the comfort of their home.
But now, since now COVID and a lot of social gatherings, people are shying away from them, is we are trying, as much as we are trying to bring them back to the theater, which is like the authentic, legitimate feeling, we're also trying to source for alternative ways of getting the content.
I like that. I like that. And of course, we'll talk about then social media and technology in itself, and how then you can harness that power. Instead of saying, you know, social media, now people are not coming, people prefer to watch this, you know, online as compared to coming in. You talked about we're doing okay, but not where we should be in terms of embracing theater in this case. Would you attribute this to sort of like a generational thing? Because like we're saying, our parents will be like, and then as we grow older, people start to, you know, kind of think, you know what, this could be a serious thing. Do you think this sort of like helps?
Well, I think we still have a long way to go.
We do.
On how guys embrace theater. I think we had a conversation, we were having a conversation yesterday of how people, what Kenyans really like when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to spending their disposable income. What do they like? And I came to that conclusion of if we go to theaters, if we go to cinemas and all these things, you will really see there's a difference in how people consume, you know, consume entertainment.
Yeah.
For theater, we still have a long way to go. And this means that we need to emphasize, we need to do extra awareness, doing extra marketing, you know, to get those people. For me, Kenyans like going to clubs. So that's their part of, you know, this disposable income. Like
miondoko,
sherehe na kitu kama hizo, like taking that money to do other recreational, you know, activities. Na harusi.
This weekend tuko na harusi.
Tuko na harusi as an
disposable income. When mrembo hebu tuende hivi.
So for Kenyans, if they have an extra 1,000 bob or 2,000, they'll rarely go to cinemas or go to theaters. They, unless ni Sauti Sol wameweka your event, and they'll think about it. And Sauti Sol have to put alcohol. Alcohol. Ndio watu waende. Na hapo tena watukane. So it's different how Kenyans consume entertainment. And like we also talking about what is this one thing that will unite your kids and you, because ikifika weekend on a Saturday, you'll take your kid to the mall. Yes, do the star jumping na bouncing castle na nini. And then for you, you'll go to sherehe, miondoko, kupiga miondoko.
Wengine tunaenda kanisa, but fine.
Kanisa. So there's no this
one thing that unites.
Yes, that will bridge between these kids, your kids, and the parents. And we feel like theater and cinemas, this is one thing that you can go with your kids, you know, to have that recreational time with your family. So we feel like we still have a long way to go to, you know, to do this marketing.
In terms of like embracing and stuff.
Guys, to embrace theater and all these things, because every single time you have to introduce theater to someone new every single time.
And sort of explain what that entails. And Marion, I'm curious to see what you have to say in the sense that, fine, we understand that people don't embrace it as much, but then again, what role do artists play in this case to make sure that, in as much as yes, we're not embracing, but we also, you know, try to convince people that, you know what, this is something fun. It's something you can do with the family, and not have kids watching their own movies and you having your own movies, or you go, you know, sitting with the boys, you know, as the man of the house, and then the lady goes to, you know, with the girls, and then the kids are there to not like a play date, you know, and then that's it. What is it that we can do to sort of like, you know, change the audience's perception?
One thing you have to appreciate, actually, and just to second what he has said, yes, we have a long way to go, but I have to tell you that we have die-hard theater artists, theater fans who, even during the pandemic, they were like, hey, when are you guys coming back? When can we expect you people back? We miss the plays. They are there. Yeah, they are there. So, like artists, like the other day someone was telling me, hey, will the play be on YouTube? Yes, they can't come because they're far away than Mombasa, and they really want to watch the show. They've been watching the hype, how we are advertising the show here and there on social media. They're like, hey, where can we watch this? Will it be on YouTube? I say, unfortunately.
Yeah, or maybe we could go to the people. I mean, why not, right? Why
because
not?
In the history of theater, one of the most successful performances back in the day was when they used to go to these social halls across the city and across the country, because it's almost as if we are reintroducing theater to the generation right now. Because before, there was the theater, the English theater, where they were doing their plays at the Kenya National Theatre, which is the oldest art institution in the country. And then there came after the local, the Kenyans who started performing the arts, and they were doing it in the small cocoons in the
next to the what was his name? Was it Wahome Mutahi?
Yes, Whispers. Yes. So that then created a little culture. And even now, the good thing we are happy about is, I think, the four of us, or the 5 plus Kenyatta, who's invisible.
He's here in Spain.
Yes, who's here in absentia. We can tell you that we have done theater for most of our lives. Like our profession, we've never been, I don't know, maybe kuna mtu hapa ameuza kwa chemist. Osoro nimeuziwa.
Okay.
Maybe there is, but that tells you then that it is something that is sustainable and can be able to take you through time. And even every time we bring a new person to our performing arts, they stay.
Yes.
They stay.
And a lot of times, the best marketing we have for our product is recommendation. Because you bring someone today, the next they like it, the next time they want to bring someone. We've even had people who watch the same show more than once. And every time they bring someone else.
So we assume that it's not fun until you get there and understand. You know,
I was shocked when my own brother,
my
own brother had not attended any one of my shows.
Then
one day he comes and then he's like, I did not know this is what you guys do. In his head, I'm not sure what he thought we were doing, but that's
how they take it. I remember the first time I staged my play at the National Theatre. I was actually gazetted, and my uncle saw it, and he was like, "Oh, little knowledge. They were on a cheza too, but like I should. I had not actually cleared high school. And then later on in life, this is what I actually did, and I did great things even at home. And kila mtu akanyamaza.
They're like, you know what? We actually could embrace it.
There's a friend of ours, Nyokafi. She brought the mom to watch. She insisted and brought the mom to watch one of our plays, our last plays. And thereafter, the mom was asking,
when is the next?
And the mother is from Nakuru. They came all the way from Nakuru.
There's a play, they have to come. That's a good thing. Then maybe let's tag our parents so that we can, you know, and grandparents
this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying. It's bridging between our parents, you know, and the kids. This is something that can unite us. Come and watch, you know, away from Miondoko and Sherehe. You know, it's something your family.
Absolutely. And just in case someone is thinking, okay, and you know, and especially for the parents who are like, how about we take a look at what exactly these guys do so that again, you know what exactly happens when someone tells you, you know what, let's go to, you know, theater and watch a stage play. Take a look at this.
1774, field battles, and I quote, "He who swallows a coconut must consider the size of its exit." And of course, before you is a witness, a man of God, a servant of God. And I'd like to prove to this court that amongst us, in the midst of this court, this honorable court, we have a murder, a witch, a woman.
Objection, Your Honor. Is the counsel witnessing? If you want to witness, come to the stand.
Objection, then you have to answer.
Thank you, my lord. Mr. Witness, can you provide before this court any document that proves that you went to a theology class?
Hai yangu ni mwito.
By mwito, you mean
when I was young?
Yes.
Niliota nachunga kondoo.
Yes.
So when I came of age, nikaamua kwamba nitafuata huo mkondo.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are in this court as a result of a boyhood dream. We are in this court, some of us outlived their boyhood, grew up with them to adulthood. And now we are witnessing a classic case.
Objection, my lord. I mean, it would be very unfair for this court to witness such ridicule, satire, you know, such malicious means of trying to extort information from a witness.
And so I see no harm in that.
So, Pastor Overseer Obadia.
Yes.
You said that in your sworn affidavit, you said that before the unfortunate demise of the late, he transferred some of his property to you.
Actually, he didn't transfer, but he pledged.
He pledged?
Yes, and I can quote him.
Yes.
Mzee alisema atasimamia mijengo kadhaa kanisani. Akasema kwamba mchungaji mwaka haishi kutembea kwa miguu miwili.
Yes.
So I'm only here to reclaim what mzee alisema. Hiyo unajua si eti I want those properties personally. Ni vitu vya kanisa.
Okay.
I only represent the church.
Okay. Okay.
Hiyo ni mali ya Mungu.
All right. Yes. All right. So is there anywhere any sort of document that you can show before this court of law where Mzee at least penned something down, signed anything to say that he was going to transfer anything to you
Is there anywhere, was there any witness when Mzee was mentioning these words that you can present before this court of law that can corroborate your story? No. So there is nothing whatsoever. No one, no one. Tukiendelea kugombanisha hivi tutapigwa hela.
You know, usually when the word goes through your head, because however, like, do you have to like exaggerate if you're, you know?
No, you know, unlike film.
Yes.
TV, maybe the clip cannot show it, but kuna watu mpaka huko nyuma.
I know.
So if I don't speak like that,
yes,
then the people behind, I have to take the emotion to them.
Yes.
Unlike film where they zoom on your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that. Hilarious, hilarious. And of course, they still have a lot, you know, that you guys need to actually go and watch, and we'll be talking about it very shortly. But I know majority of the people usually ask, Sasa nini kama hiyo, eh? How long does it take you to come up with a script? Yeah. Or sometimes do you just go on stage, no script, no nothing, and you entertain people?
I think every single thing you do requires preparation.
Okay.
There's a lot that goes into putting up a show together.
Okay.
First of all, the kind of, you know, there's theater where people do a script and then, you know, they work through the script, which is a very nice way of doing it.
All right.
But then there is ours, which is improv.
Yeah.
A lot of it is we come up with it as we rehearse. There is no script. What we do is we come up with an idea and build upon it until it becomes
as you go.
The show that is.
Okay.
So then that takes a lot more time and a lot more effort.
Yeah.
Because then you have to, the words, at first they're coming out of...
I think you have to be in sync, no?
Yeah,
because again, you can start saying something, you're like, okay, what are you talking about?
Because there's no script. It's not about cramming the lines.
Yes. Yeah.
And the reason why there's no script is because we want to do our stories, our own stories. And like having scripts, you see most of these scripts, they are foreign. Yeah, they're foreign scripts.
They've been done over and over.
Yes. Then you get, you're having the same kind of a story, you're having a fairy tale kind of a story, and you want to tell that story to Kenyans. They won't relate. So we find ourselves, let's create something that, you know, that's it's our
tells
own.
Our story.
For example, what we've seen right now, it's a scene, it's a court scene. And I think we did this scene just immediately after we were done with Supreme Court, the Supreme Piki Ponki and all that thing. Actually, the scene starts with the hotel of Osoro carrying all those, you know, evidence and all. Then he end up ameshindwa and all that. So the reason why we are doing the improv, it's because we want to do our own stories, you know. And this means that day to day we have to, you know, you're on the lookout. Nini inafanyika? What kind of story can we tell?
What are Kenyans talking about?
What are Kenyans talking? What's trending?
Yeah, we want to tell stories that relate with people.
Absolutely.
And like when you're doing a script, you sometimes encounter jokes that will be understood out there abroad, but here, itagonga mawe.
And even out there were jokes in 1978 when the script was being written.
Exactly.
They no longer. You know, if you put Osoro in 1978,
there's one joke that when we were doing those scripts,
scripted
plays that we had, it was all come of it. So we were wondering,
here.
And we were wondering, sasa here ni nini?
And I can imagine if you don't understand it, and you see you're supposed to relay that emotion to the people, then you know someone looks at you like, before we get the joke, it's like, okay, moving on.
And also one thing
all right. Could you say that after the break?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we need to go on a break. Time flies, but we're coming back after the break. Stay with us. Still a lot, and of course, we'll also put them to task. Okay, so Mr. Mwafanyanga improv. Yes, I'm sure you do not want to miss that. Stay around. We'll see you very shortly, right after this break.
on, Twende, the wait is over as we will bring you brand new exciting episodes. We will take you to forests you probably never heard of in the Cherangani as we visit new counties. You know how we love to follow rivers. Prepare to go on the journey of a lifetime with one of the biggest rivers in Kenya.
Maji safi sana.
Many places in Kenya have just come out of the worst drought in history. Life is so much better, so much greener. We visit old colonial castles with underground bunkers. Kwani walikuwa naogopa nini? Ama ni nini hawako nataka tuone? Join me as I discover new destinations, make new friends on this unforgettable journey.
Madam, nauza hapa maskati, nauza ma-t-shirts hapa, unaweza cheki maskati niko nazo hapa.
Nani alikuwa mimi anataka skirt?
Madam, cheki hii skirt.
Toka na hiki toko hapa.
Madam, unaona hii skirt ukivaa mbele ya mzee utamchanganyisha.
Mimi hata na mzee.
Madam, bas, ndio kwa maana nakuuzia hii skirt akufanya upate mzee. Angalia.
Mimi mambo ya wazee hapana taka. Mimi anatafutia bwana.
Bas, sasa hii basi patie mwenye anakutafutia bwana. Madam, hii skirt ndio original.
Mama yangu hayuko hapa, sasa nataka kumfosishia kitu.
Kwa tu hii skirt.
Hapana, mimi hapana taka.
Basi fanya hivi.
Madam,
ushashikilia skirt.
Mimi atatupa.
Madam, sio ukishashikilia patie tu pesa.
To get me Tumba Skat by Crazy Kena, dial *811*929 hash. Skiza, Nation.
Ghana is facing its worst economic turmoil in a generation. Financial freedom is on the to-do list for most citizens, which is why I'm here to walk you through the process of creating and growing your sinking funds, critical in sorting out your pressing financial needs.
In the spirit of encouraging these women
all back here to count our money and put it in this safe.
We gathered together, got the cowtail here, got the wooden handles, looked for some pins, and we made a brush.
All right, welcome back. Glad you're still with us. The show is Your World, and of course, it is all about performing arts. And we just want to understand how the situation is, and especially now, you know, in the age where social media is here, and of course, all of us are watching videos, you know, and getting entertained on social media, and of course, what impact that has when it comes to performing arts, and of course, in this sense, going to the theater and watching a play. All right, has it helped? Is it a blessing? Is it a curse? What's, you know, what's happening, and how do we harness you know, the power of the same? But before we talk about the social media, there's this question, you know, the complimentary tickets, you know, culture where nitakuja, I promise nitakuja.
Please,
Lakini unanipatia complimentary.
Haukuji na complimentary hiyo.
You know, there's an unsaid rule in theater and performing arts that mtu akikwambia East Coast. Be sure that person is not coming.
Okay.
Especially those friends wanakuambia gati. Maze nimeona mkona nini?
Nikamkona show. Nakuja.
In fact,
they never
the
show
people
up.
who turn up.
Yes.
These are friends, not really people you get to meet on a daily, ama nyuonge on a daily, but they'll see the poster. Hawata kuambia nakuja, they'll just show hata kuambia amebook, either utamuona amerepost social media, ama you meet on the streets, how was the show, I hope nilimaliza po, I came, I watched. So they even have some lines that were their favorites kwa show, so you get to know kweli yenyewe kuna mtu alikuja.
And this is not to take away from our very good friends who come to
support.
Like, strangely, we've had such a good support from people here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like our friends who work here come to watch our shows a lot.
Nothing complimentary.
No, they don't. Hata sisi tunawapatanga huko. We don't know.
The other day, I met producer Jen, nilishtuka sana.
Like, okay, hata huko hapa.
Kumbe hujakutana na Mark.
No, Mark, you know, alikuwa na sherehe.
Yes.
Look at these people. Yeah, you're just calling out people like, Mark, umeambiwa, next time you cannot miss because they will call you out.
Yeah.
All right, but then how do we break away from this culture? You know, just have people come support just because they want to come support, not because I don't wasiseme nilikosa, lakini for me to come, nipatie complimentary. So you want me there? So unataka kujaza
auditorium.
Yes.
No, just come and support your friends. Just like the way when you're doing any other business, you expect your friends to patronize you. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Okay.
For me, I think mostly it's not about support.
Yeah.
It's about coming and
Experience.
Have the experience of live performance.
Yeah.
And like when you go to the cinemas, you don't say nenda kusupport Wakanda man, nenda kusupport Lupita. Nenda kusupport Lupita. You're going to have you're going to enjoy
Lupita kwa pabaya.
No, it's not about coming and support. It's coming and
having an experience. And we are promising a good experience. Yes. And the other thing is sometimes when I get someone, rarely, ever rarely, but if you get someone who tells you they came for a show and they don't come again, usually I find that you came and found out that this is not your cup of tea. Like, just like not everyone likes paintings, not everyone likes ballad music, not everyone. So maybe you might be that person. But a lot, 99.5% of the time, when we get people coming, they always, I don't need to market to them the next time. I only need to send them the poster. They love the experience.
And also there's some friends, if you give them a compliment once, the next time they will not ask for it. They will show up.
But no, in all honesty, let's just break away from that complimentary thing. Okay, just go because you want to be there and
you're saying someone is calling.
Let's break away from that. Okay, let's talk social media, right? We're all on social media. We love social media. We get entertained. But again, as performing artists, would you guys say social media has negatively, affected you guys, or we're using that power to again get more people, gain traction and get people to come to the auditorium? Okay.
Absolutely, positively. When we talk about Cronny Productions, we started from scratch. Well, we've been practicing this elsewhere. It's a craft, we've been weaving all through the years. But now when it came to Cronny, we just announced it on social media.
All right.
And we got to tell people that we have a show on a certain date. Actually, it was last year on 29th. And people bought the tickets. They believed us. They bought the tickets prior to the show, and then they came, watched, and from there it's been a journey now. So social media, that's one power of social media. And not just that, I believe there are other productions as well. Right now, it's all marketing is done on social media. Almost all marketing is done on social media when it comes to matters, plays, any other social event. So it's that one positive aspect whereby, families can live off, what they do via social media, indirectly and directly as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's...
All right. And of course, the consumptions as well, especially on social media. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. We were saying, on social media, what I need is just to buy bundles. Or if I'm at home, I would use Wi-Fi, right? And still consume content and get entertained. Versus, going on, to an auditorium and watch. Alafu mmesema nilipe pesa ngapi again? Exactly. So it's like this versus that.
I think social media has just broadened the theaters from performing, if I can say that. How? Because we have people on social media that are doing skits, that are doing the VODs, video on demands. And these are some of the people that, a good example is Crazy Kena or Flaco. They, omeva kama wa mama na nini. And these are some of the things you'll find in theater, live performing theater. So it means that social media has broadened this, this space. Because back in the days we used to have, or even right now, we have a handful theater groups that cannot accommodate everyone when it comes to and these people want to, to be part of arts. So for someone like probably Crazy Kenna doing those skits or on his own, he's creating a platform. He has his own platform rather than coming to theater and being rejected. You know, because probably not you can't fit for this role. Probably, you know, go and create your own. So social media, alternative way of having entertainment.
But then again, that makes me wonder. So then, will it get to a point where, you know, theaters and stages would sort of then become obsolete? Because if you can consume the same content that we could get, you know, on stage, on social media, is that, is that like a threat itself?
If there was something to do that a long time ago, it would have been TV. TV would have killed theater a long time ago. If that was to happen, because the same thing, then I saying that you can consume the same kind of art from stage to your phone. People had all these years, they've had this thing on TV. Like I can wait and watch my favorite programs on TV because the actors, they will be the same. But no, that's not it. It's not the same. Live performance is not the same. I think you can compare it to having a Sauti Sol song on your phone, playing it, as opposed to going to their concert. People will still go to the concert because a live experience is like no other. And even for the actors, if you ask, I don't know, if we sampled here, you'll realize that all of these people have done TV, but all of these people prefer theater.
I mean, it's a different feeling. I have been to like several, you know, stage plays. It's different because then you get to connect with the actor. It's always different.
The energy is live, and it's always about action reaction, instant action, instant reaction. That when I'm there, you as the audience as well, because we also watch plays, we also consumers as well. So when you go to another person's show, you feel like the energy I'm giving him is the energy he's giving back. Like it's a cycle of it's a two-way traffic. And I think what social media has done is it's given opportunity to more people. Because like now in the country, if you ask about the stable performance groups, theater groups, there are not many. So then it requires, from the millions of us, you know, they say ukirusha mawe tao utagonga msanii. So DJ. That's how a student kutoka Kisii. So because of that, it means there's more people than there are opportunities. So that then we need this kind of, and if you see most of these thriving online skit people, I can promise you 90% their background is in theater.
So then it's how you use the power of social media to your own advantage.
It's totally the experience on TV and theater is totally different. And personally, I would say stage is more fun. Some of us, if we were to be paid better in theater, we would never go on to be honest. It's more fun. And then when you look at the social media aspect of it, I think it's supplementing theater. For instance, before, back in the days, unless when you post posters, you send people with that everywhere. Una paste posters. Thank you. Unless you now visit theater. I'm when the theater or Alliance and see the posters on the board, then you know that's the only way you used to get to know there is a play. Unlike today on social media, everybody is posting way before the show is even ready. People know there is a show. So I would say it's supplementing theater in terms of marketing.
Absolutely.
Then also apart from you know, having those VODs, the skits for like 1 minute or so, you will get to experience you know, 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes of the same performance now prolonged and all this, unlike social media where it's, you know.
And look at us. Even us, we are using this kind of, like the clip we just saw. We throw it on social media. So that's content as well. So theater meets social media and they're now supplementing, complementing each other.
Absolutely. So then the goal is then to get a lot more people going, you know, to auditoriums and watching, you know, live plays, which again is a good thing. It's more fun. Like we can all agree. Okay. There's a statement that I read online and I really want to hear what you guys have to say. And they're saying it's old performances that recycle old jokes. And I'm thinking, okay, right? So people are like, so then what's the point? Why? You know, why? So then how do we tell these fresh stories in a way that is funny, relatable, and people can also learn something, because like you said earlier on, we want people to come as a family, not at hapana hii ni specifically for adults, nyinyi watoto laleni mapema, you know, or get someone to watch over the kids. As you go, get that live experience, you know, from the plays. Just as
I said before.
Okay. As I said earlier.
Look at earlier. Recycling is our plays, our kind of plays, our kind of plays that we do. They are very timely. They are very, you know. For example, what we said, the example we gave of that scene, it was timely because it was within that period. We're just from presidential petition. So it means we are not recycling again. We are not recycling. We are not going back to those old, you know, those old things. We will find new scenes, because everything is, you know, every day, every single day, things, current affairs. We usually say, as an actor, you must know something about something about everything. Just know that you know, the shilling, Kenyan shilling is trading against Uganda shilling at 29 and 57 cents. What is the
like
consumption of milk in Costa Rica per capita is 3 liters? What is the production of cassava in Guatemala? Is 2,000 metric tons
and in relation to the Cold War.
And in relation to the Cold War.
So you know, you have to know all these things.
So those things.
Just
know something about everything. Then bring them on the show. Then you find yourselves every single time you're doing a show, you have fresh content and like repeating those old jokes.
And of course, sorry, not to defend everyone, because even us, we've been on shows where
I mean, like
people are just
like, can we have
clearly pulling jokes off social media and staging them, which is different. That's what we try not to do, because all of us have also been creative directors in shows, and we hated that kind of aspect where people just, it's laziness, artistic laziness, that you don't just lift off. But at the same time, the other thing I'd like to put across is the repetitive nature of things. It's the human nature. It's not the performing arts nature. You will find that the same way we used to cook ugali in 2010, is the same way tunapika ugali saa hii. The basic structures of the difference, the packet unga ni tofauti, kitu imeandikwa kwa packet.
Kama unatumia maji unatumia maziwa,
exactly. So yes, ama ni grade 1 ama ni grade 2. So you would easily find that kuna mtu, and then there's always a parallel thinking of creatives. That it's very easy that you can find inspiration from the same things and create almost the same things. Look at the landscape of the American movies. You can literally group them together into hizi ni za kuenda vita na kurudi na kufanya nini, hizi ni za Afghanistan, hizi ni za comedy, exactly. So there's also that chance, and that's why we sometimes ask our audience to also go to the performance with an open mind of entertainment and not a lot about the critique. Because the critique takes away the entertainment aspect from you, so that you're always looking for a problem and anything, anywhere. Ukiniangalia sahi for more than 30 seconds. Unajua ukiniangalia haraka unaweza fikiria mimi ni mtu wa maana.
Wewe ni mtu mzima.
Kama sasa mtu akikuangalia za fikiria jacket ni original. Unajua
akikaa hapo na fashion fresh. So yeah, that's the thing. Come to the show with an open mind of, you've paid money, for heaven's sake. Come enjoy yourself.
You can as well have fun.
And then again, there's this aspect of, we have to understand our audience also, we as artists. If we're expecting a family, what context are we giving them that will relate with a family, you know?
Don't be obsessed.
Actually, talking about the content part of it and the creativity and our local content, I think 2 days ago was looking at Broadway and the kind of content that they consume, their things. They're still in that Cinderella fairy tale kind of stories. I was looking at a play It's called Bad Cinderella. It's now showing at Broadway. It started on 17th of February all the way to September. That's a show running for more than
a whole year.
Almost a whole year.
Yeah.
You see, and they're doing fairy tales. They are doing their own stories. That kind of a story you can't bring.
Oh no, absolutely not.
On our platforms and all that.
So understanding what works for your audience.
Yes.
And
imagine exactly for that kind of a play, it was one of the cheapest at $46. At $46, you can imagine. And convert that to Kenyan shilling, then compare that, then
what we are paying,
and what us we are giving out, then.
Also, one thing I've been wanting to chip in matters, originality.
Or you want to chip in?
You want to all this time, because once then I did this.
It's over. We're done.
Yeah, when you talk about originality, that is where you'll get, originality. As performing artists, once we are done with this play, Whose Wife Are You, showing this weekend, we'll never do it again, most probably. Talk about February, if we'll be having a production, we'll be having a totally different script. And like a musician, sorry, just using an example, what they're doing, maybe that's their craft and it's allowed. If you call a musician, say, be it Willie Paul, Calligraph, Sauti Sol, or Lewanyika, they'll give you songs, that you already know and you'll sing along. But when you go to theater, you expect anything and everything. You don't know what they're going to say, what you're going to expect. It's a fresh story. Same with the next production when you'll be attending, it's something different as well. Creative, juicy. So that's how different theater is. That's why people need to go to theater.
Absolutely. I mean, just go and experience that, and especially for those of us who've never been, please just go experience that and then let us know how was that. But at the same time, I can see our time is far much spent, but you guys have a show and we can't wait for that, right? And like you said, whose wife are you?
Winnie,
right?
whose wife are you?
First of all, kwani huwezi jionea kitenge si lazima ikue.
I'll be like, no comprende. So what? I can't hear you. There's interruptions. And but tell us a little bit about that play. Where will it be? At what time? And all those things.
Whose Wife Are You is a very interesting play. Just to give it an overview of.
Don't tell us too much.
Of course, yes. I don't want to give horrible spoilers, but it's an interesting story of. Whose wife are you is a statement that when someone asks you, the way Osoro has thrown you on the spot, and you're like, what do you mean, whose wife am I? But
suddenly you realize you don't know your husband.
That is the situation of Nairobi. You could be married, you could be in a relationship, but when someone asks you, whose wife are you?
Wait.
By the way, whose wife? Whose wife? But also, this thing is not a story of gender sensitive. It's a story of all of the wife in this statement is used in a very long context that we can't explain.
Yes, please not.
Because even Osoro, I could ask him whose wife he is, and then ni Mwadventista, nitakuwa nimemkosea, but it's a whole kind of thing. So that's the question we are starting to ask, that if someone asked you on the street, whose wife are you? In Nairobi, what would you say? And
you have to sort of think about it for a second.
As well, we are giving now the context of why that story.
I can't wait. I really now I have so many questions in my head. I really have so many questions.
So who's being asked whose wife are you? Who's asking whose wife are you? Why are they asking?
Why are they being asked whose wife are you? And
why are they being asked? So
I can't wait.
It's a very interesting.
I have so many. Let me tell you. I overthink. So I'm like, by the way, who's? I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. All right. So where will that be? Marion?
At the National Theatre, the Kenya National Theatre, this coming weekend, on the 27th, that will be a Saturday. Friday. And the 28th on Saturday.
Okay.
How would you perform?
How would you perform?
Ni Friday na Saturday.
Unataka kwanza yako.
Wakenya tunafaa kuanza kukua serious.
Do you know that some people who are asking?
No, Marion, tukue tu serious.
Assuming it was a surgery.
Some people are asking me. Somebody told me they are coming to watch the show.
At this sickness of yours, it could be tuberculosis, it could be. By the way, ugonjwa gani?
Arthritis.
Marion, don't mind this people. It is on Friday and on Saturday.
Yes, Friday and Saturday. Usually there's usually a show on Sunday, but this time there's no show on Sunday. It's only Friday and Saturday at the Kenya National Theatre.
Friday 6:30,
6:30,
and Saturday 3 and 6:30.
Okay, and of course we have to talk about ticketing, right?
Yes. Ticketing.
Yeah, complimentary.
You're not paying the tickets come as a Broadway at $46, about 5,000.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Just 1,000 bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for couples, 1,500.
For the show on Saturday.
Saturday show only.
3 p.m.
Okay.
3 p.m.
All right.
Yes.
I was just looking for the number.
Look at the person who was castigating Mario. You're not sure and it's
No. I just wanted to give. Well, they can reach us on the Cronny Productions across all platforms, but also they can call this number 0113 34 63 63. 0113 34 63 63.
Yes, we have the poster somewhere, of course. Yeah. But again, so whose wife are you? Friday and Saturday this weekend kuna plot. All right, for those of you who are like, okay, tunaenda wapi kuna plot, just go and experience all that. What should people expect?
Magic. Of course, with the sorrow on set.
I mean,
with the sorrow on set.
On stage.
Marvelous.
Tantamount. That stage imepigwa set. Yeah, so on stage, with the sorrow on stage, that is sumptuous. You will be dumbfounded, rooted to the ground.
You'll be taken aback. You'll be flabbergasted. You'll be tongue-tied.
Exactly.
You'll be flummoxed.
Yeah.
You'll be,
Yeah.
And many other.
Among others that we could and all those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have seen us in different forms and places.
Mm-hmm.
We can now see us on live performance.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. All right. We literally have how many more minutes? Maybe like a minute or so. Mark, literally, try Vivacia. Okay, so what would you tell the people watching us today? I know. And all those things. He is part of the Cronny, Productions crew right over here. Remember, like we said, they have a show Friday and Saturday. You do not want to miss 6:30, you said,
yes,
and then on Saturdays 3 and 6:30. Oh, as well.
No, Saturday is
only one show.
No. Friday there is one show at 6:30.
Okay.
But Saturday there is
3
p.m.
and 6:30 p.m. So you decide. You decide which one you want to go. But thank you so much as well for being here.
We thought I was just preparing breakfast.
Right?
You see, I was preparing breakfast for the team.
Okay.
So that's why I was not on the set.
We understand.
But one thing
totally
they forgot to mention, we used to get support in terms of advertising from Nation Media Group, and that's something that could come in handy now that
you're here.
But from the newspaper side, so we hope that kind of support we can resume that kind of support. That was a big deal in supporting theatre. Nation Media Group as a company to support theatre and artists,
and also other companies as well.
They can come on board. Okay,
correct.
All right.
So you're welcome, and we hope to have an ad run on the newspaper.
I mean, look at this one. Look at this one. You're here.
That's why I should have been on this interview.
Now you know why. All right, you guys all the very best. I'll be there, so please make sure that you also come and experience all this. But thank you. I was hoping we could do that thing that you guys usually do.
That can dance.
That can dance.
We'll do it on a premiere.
Okay, sawa. So please come and experience that dance as well. But for now, goodbye. Have yourselves a lovely day ahead. I'll see you tomorrow morning right here on Your World. My name is Winnie Lubembe. Stay safe. Goodbye. The Cronny.